This is Joe Pugh for IFL TV. We're here in Brighton for the first time. Boxing's been back in Brighton. The man to do it is NISSE SAUERLAND. Good to have Harlem Eubank headline here in November.
Very excited. It's been over 30 years since Eubank headlined here, so excited to be back. And I think Harlem made his debut round here as well, so it'd be nice for him to come back. Like he said, he played for Brighton Hove Albion. He's got a deep-rooted history here. So does the whole Eubank family. But I said at the press conference, he needs to prove that he's nothing more than not nothing more than a name. He needs to prove that he almost belongs.
Yeah, and Timo Schwarzkopf's the opponent. He's recently had a win against Miguel Vazquez, and Miguel Vazquez has been in there with the likes of Lewis Ritson. Many people believe that he beat Lewis Ritson. Tough opponent and a good step up for him. Very
good step up. I know Timo well. He had very good fights with Yigit, beat Witter, beat Vasquez, like you say. Jack Catterall, he turned up and he didn't really do that well. I think I was with him actually. I don't think he was very well for that fight, but went the distance. Look, it's going to be a real test. I'm excited.
Is this the first step on the ladder to a potential mega fight, maybe at the MX in a couple of years down the line, if he carries on progressing in the way he is right now?
Well, judging by the buzz that we've got here with the press, you got BBC turning up, ITV turning up, all the local newspapers, The Sun, etc., and obviously yourselves, IFL TV, but no Coogan. Joking. Look, it's creating a buzz, and hopefully that'll translate to ticket sales, and that'll put us in a position to deliver massive fights to Brighton.
I know there was some talk of potentially Lewis Ritson being the opponent, but how far away off are we from the big domestic names, the likes of your Dalton Smiths, your Azeems?
I think they all need to be, just said earlier, they need to be, cooked correctly. Yeah. They're not ready to go yet. Azeem's got a tough fight. He's got a European title fight quite soon to do 12 rounds, but I think he's an unbelievably talented fighter. Dalton's out injured, but yeah, I'd imagine tail end of next year we could look at that, providing there's no banana skins for anyone.
Last Channel 5 show, I think, was Lyndon Arthur winning the IBO world title. I spoke to Frank Smith a couple of weeks ago and he said that is a potential option for Dimitri Bivol. Is that likely for Lyndon Arthur, Bivol, Arthur?
No, not at the moment. We did talk about it, but I think, look, Lyndon's into a good thing, he's doing well, and I think we'll keep him on Channel 5.
Craig Richards called him out over the weekend. Could we see potentially that? That's a big domestic fight.
That's a big domestic fight. I like that. It's a good fight. Yeah, we could see that next year, definitely.
Josh Kelly, can we expect to see him in the ring once more this year?
Yes, yeah. 100% announcement coming very soon.
Big fight?
Yeah, good fight. You'll like it.
Is that all you're going to give away right now?
Yeah, right now, yeah, but good undercard as well. Some funny names in there. You'll see. A bit Misfits.
Okay. I look forward to that then.
Not Aaron Chalmers. I know everyone's thinking, he's going to make his cut. No, because it's up that way. No, it's someone from up that way, but someone people like.
Joe Laws?
Potentially. It's a good idea.
I saw you over the weekend with Maris Bradis. First of all, what did you make of Joe Bataille's first defence of that IBF title that once was Bradis's?
I thought he looked very good. I thought it was too soon for Jordan. Jordan needed 2 step-ups maybe before that, but at the same time it's a world title. I know he's tight at that weight, and he looked good as a heavyweight when he fills out. I actually used to be involved with Jordan in his management, and I think I always said, go up to heavyweight, you'll make more money, and you know what, you're going to fight people like Opetaia at heavyweight as well, if not better, and less quick on their feet. Opetaia, he's very good, very impressed.
Is that the fight for Bradis next? Are you going to be pushing for the IBF to call that mandatory?
Yeah, 100%. Bradis was obsessing about the belt. He was telling me, this is my belt, over and over. He's like looking at it like, I want this belt back. Did I just sound like Drago a little bit? Yeah. I must break you. So Bradis is he's obsessed with the belt. And that's what Opata's going to have to fight him.
What is this thing with Chisora? Because I remember last year, or it might have even been earlier this year, Bradis and Chisora had a little back and forth. And then we spoke to him this week, Chisora got in the face. Is that a fight that could happen?
I love that fight. And so you know what I've been saying for ages is like 5-rounders would be fun. With someone like Chisora and Bradis, it'd be brilliant. It would be absolute war just for 5 rounds. But no one's listening to me at the moment.
Another Misfits thing, yeah?
I'm not actually involved with the Misfits at all. I care about my board license too much, and I'm a proud member, and I live to all those rules. But a 5-rounder of those guys would be amazing. It goes back to, in the 80s when they changed it from 15 to 12 rounds, which was a great decision because it means less pain. However, if anyone can answer me why it went from an odd number at number 15, where you can say, he won 8-7, yeah. Now we're an even number at 12. Yeah, I actually think maybe just reduce it to 11 rounds, 9 rounds, 7 rounds, 5 rounds, or 3 rounds. If you got a 4-rounder, it's very easy to have a draw. It's like, how often has a debut ended in a draw? Quite often. So, anyway, I'll put that forward.
Yeah, we've gone off on a bit of a tangent there, but...
what can I do? Just rambling away.
Mention IBF, the cruiserweight title, the IBF heavyweight title. Are the IBF going to call for Filip Hrgović to fight Alexander Usyk before the Fury fight? Because we know that has been signed. From your understanding, what is going on and how is this scenario going to play out?
Very confused. I understand it's undisputed, it's a massive fight. Don't understand how you can announce that it's been signed before a fight. Anything can happen. I'm not, saying Ngannou's going to win, but God forbid, touch wood, you can hurt your hand, a lot of things. So, never to confirm a fight before a fight. So it just, for us, we're in a bit of we're in limbo. We have been for a year and a bit, and it is frustrating. So we're going to, I guess, consult lawyers and see how we move forward. It's not what I don't like doing that, but there's a morality aspect as well. You're taking the best years of a kid away from him, where he could have his maximum earning potential.
Has discussions been held about a potential Anthony Joshua fight for Filip Hrgović in the meantime? We know it's a massive fight.
No, they haven't.
Would you be open to exploring that?
Yeah, of course, anyone would be. I would be, personally. I'd get in there for a payday. No, listen, it's a big fight for us, but we need to think about the world and the masses. Does it transcend? I'm not sure. AJ transcends, but he still needs a dance partner who's globally known. I'd like to see AJ with Wilder, someone like that.
Last thing, is Benn Eubank Jr. going to happen this year?
I've no idea. We're exploring options. Is Benn our favourite option? Probably, yeah. I can't deny that. Is he allowed to fight in the UK? I don't think so at the moment. There's mention of other places as well. Would we look at that? Yes. Is the correct place for it to happen the UK? Bearing in mind all these fights happening all over the world, Fury fighting now in Saudi pretty much. It'd be nice to have a massive fight here at the end of the year in the UK. I don't want to get on another flight, but I don't know. I hope it happens.
What did you make of Conor Benn's performance last week?
I only watched the highlights. Look, he did what he was meant to do. The guy was there to take him some rounds, and he did well.
Do you still think at 160 Chris Eubank goes in as a massive favourite against Conor Benn?
I think Conor, yeah, I'd say it's Eubank's fight to lose.
Have you been in any other discussions for Chris Eubank Jr. and will he fight this year if it's not Conor Benn?
The idea is for him to fight this year. There's loads of other names out there at the moment. You know, you got GGG, you got Canelo. He wants big fights. You know, there's talk of this WBO. I can't even remember the guy. Janabek. And it's like, it's a bit like the AJ scenario. Look, for us, it's probably a great fight. We enjoy watching it, and it's WBO title. But does it transcend? No, it doesn't transcend like a Benn, Canelo, Golovkin. I mentioned Crawford the other day, and everyone was like, yeah, same trainer. So.
Yeah, that's very, very true. And we don't even know what's going on with that trainer at the minute. We will stay away from that one, but very, very last one. Would Benn Eubank clash with Fury Usyk if they went on the 23rd of December?
What, if they both went on the 23rd of December, they would clash?
Yeah, no, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. If
we don't know this is the issue we have, Joe, is that we do not know the date for it because he's fighting on the 28th of October. What you're telling me? He might get a nick. He might get a cut. He might hurt his hand. God forbid. I really hope he doesn't. Yeah, but all types of things. It's not like he's playing ping pong. He's getting in there and fighting a mammoth of a man in Ngannou. I've seen him in sparring with Matty Harris. The guy is huge. Yeah, he's a man mountain. I don't know if you've seen him up close. Oh, he's a specimen. Listen, I'm not going to. But if you got that guy when he was 18, 19, gotten him into an amateur background, he would be an absolute force in boxing because he's one of those guys who can do anything. A bit like Harlem, could play football, could do this, could do that. But he's a beast. And, you know, his head might land on Tyson's. I can't say it's going to clash. I would like to go on the 23rd of December. Eddie would like to. We'd all like to. But we don't want to clash with that fight. It doesn't make sense to the fans.
Excellent. Thank you very much for being to IFL TV, and will I see you next week at Misfits?
Potentially. I'm at the WBO convention next week, but I will be there, I think, towards the end, obviously as a spectator, just to enjoy the show. They always put on a wicked show. I really enjoy it. It's like WWE. Boxing WWE, that's how I like to call it. It's brilliant.
I know you're not involved, but is KSI going to beat Tommy Fury?
I believe he will, yeah.
Yeah?